This update is massive. We're gonna start with the 2 new brawlers before we cover anything else. Janet is the chromatic brawler for the 12th season of the Brawl Pass, which is gonna have something to do with the stunt show, okay? She is the star of the stunt show at Star Park, not Stu, which is kind of interesting. But not only does she do acrobatics with her jetpack, she's also a singer. And I don't know what it is about Star Park and like music hurting people, but just like Poco's deadly guitar damages people, her singing is what damages her enemy. Her attack is actually kind of a lot like Poco's, mixed with Amber's. If you quickly tap her attack, it fires in a short range cone just like Poco's, but if you hold it down for a while, the cone gets longer and skinnier just like Amber's attack, so once you actually release it, it will reach a longer range but won't cover as much area. Now one thing that's interesting is that if you hold her attack down when she doesn't have ammo, the shape of her attack will not start changing until after she's fully reloaded at least 1 ammo. In other words, you can't pre-shape her attack before she actually has 1 ammo reloaded. Now her attacks pierce through targets and deal the same amount of damage no matter how close you are to her. So it's not like Shelly's attack, which can actually change shape with her clay pigeons gadget. Instead, it's just like Poco's attack, but it deals more damage. At 1,500 damage for each attack, it's still on the weaker side though. In fact, it is the 7th weakest attack in the game if you don't include Amber's, and is right between Sprout's and Byron's attack for how much damage it can do. But with that said, it does seem to have a slightly faster than average reload speed, and of course it can hit multiple enemies over long distances, so I still think she's going to be pretty good at dealing a lot of damage over the entire match. Now Janet's super is ridiculously OP, just like today's sponsor. I want to give a big thank you to my favorite mobile MOBA for sponsoring this video, Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Mobile Legends Bang Bang is a 5v5 MOBA specifically built with mobile in mind, and the gameplay is seriously awesome. Download it for free using the link in the description below or scan that QR code. Right now they're holding their biggest in-game event for the entire year, 515. There's a carnival party and a flash sale where you can earn promo diamonds and get new skins for Wanwan, Ling, and Yin. And if you love skins like I do, you'll be able to get a discount on almost every single skin in the game, so you're not going to want to miss this. There's also special login rewards for 515 gacha tokens, the 515 bundle choice, and a new hero exchange token, all of which you'll get by just logging in. But that's not all! Okay, no, seriously though, that's not all. They're adding custom gameplay rules for private games you can play with your friends, which is just hilarious and super fun. And if you play ranked matches with your friends during this event, you won't even lose any stars even if you lose. They've also released some animated short films based on the heroes from the game, and the final episode's gonna be released in just a few days. The game is one of my favorite mobile games, and it's not just because the gameplay is super fun and is like actually skill-based, but on top of all of the cool events going on right now, they've done a ton of sweet things in the past. They've even collaborated with some huge IPs like Transformers, Star Wars, and world champion boxer Manny Pacquiao. So join over 1 billion players from around the world and download it using the link in the description below or scan that QR code. And once again, a huge thank you to Mobile Legends Bang Bang for sponsoring this video. Now for Janet's super, she flies into the air for 7 seconds, and during that time, she is invincible from attacks, unless of course she already got hit by like a poison or a burn. In other words, enemies have no way to deal damage to her if she's not already taking damage already. And during those 7 seconds, she drops bombs on enemies beneath her that each deal 900 damage, and each bomb can hit multiple enemies. Now while watching this, it's kind of hard to tell exactly how easy it's going to be to aim the bomb since there's a little bit of a delay as it's falling, and we also don't know how easy it's going to be to dodge the bombs. Like that's going to take some gameplay and stuff like that. But if you happen to hit an enemy with all 7 bombs, they'll take 6,300 damage, which by the way is enough to completely wipe out a majority of the brawlers. Now most of the time I imagine you're not going to just like hover over somebody and try and take them out strictly with the bombs. So right before she's about to land, you can kind of like choose a wall to like hide behind her or get some cover or just fall back, right? Or if the enemy is close to low health, she can just auto aim on top of them with a quick attack to finish them off, okay? I mean, this is super, it's crazy. And I'm not actually entirely sure how it's going to be on offense, but the fact that she does not take damage from enemies, like, that's insane. Plus she gets a massive speed boost while she's using it. So I think this is going to be pretty fun to use and could lead to some really epic plays. Now Janet does have 5,400 health at max level, which is actually a fair amount. It's the same amount of health as Jean, Gale, Bo, Squeak, and Ems. And that's actually a lot of HP for the damage and range that she has. Of course, as always, I'm going to be doing a deep dive into all of her stats, her star powers, her gadgets, all on my Janet Olympics video. So make sure you guys subscribe for that. that. In fact, I'm trying to reach 1 million subscribers, and I would really appreciate you guys subscribing if you guys like Brawl Stars content, which if you don't, why are you guys watching this video? Now let's talk about Bonnie, and come on guys, is she not the most ridiculously adorable brawler in the game? She is giving Jessie some serious competition. Now we don't know exactly when Bonnie will be released, but based off of how Supercell normally handles double brawler updates, I'm gonna guess that she's gonna be released about a month from now, so like the end of May, okay? We also know what her rarity is, but I think they would have told us if she were a legendary brawler, and she feels a little bit too unique to be like an epic or lower rarity. So I'm just gonna guess that she's gonna be a mythic brawler, okay? Now she is Janet's little sister, and she completes Stu's stunt show trio, and her special act is being fired out of a cannon, and it looks like she has zero regard for her personal safety. Now Bonnie is really cool because she has 2 forms, and she swaps between them every time she uses her super. She's got her cannon form and her melee form. Either way, she attacks enemies with heart-shaped cannonballs, which is just cute, right? And let's cover her cannon form first. Her cannon form is slower than normal, probably as fast as Surge before he gets upgraded, but I don't think that it's as slow as 8-bits, okay? But it has a very long range. From the footage, I'd guess that it's about as long as Colette's or Lou's attack with a 9-tile range, but her attack is more similar to B's though, because she can only fire one at a time and she has to wait a while between each shot. Each one deals 1,650 damage, which honestly isn't very much damage. It's a little bit more than Jessie's attack, but it can only hit one target. One of the benefits to her cannon form though is that it is very tanky with 7,800 HP at max level. That is the 6th highest HP in the game and is almost as tanky as Daryl, which honestly for that range is pretty crazy, okay? Now if Bonnie uses her super in her cannon form, she fires herself out of the cannon and deals 1,650 damage to anybody that she lands on. And that's when she swaps to her melee form, which is just insane. In her melee form, she takes 3 cannonballs and she literally throws them over a very short distance, which to be fair, I think if I were throwing 3 cannonballs, I probably wouldn't even throw them as far as her, so she's probably pretty strong. But even though the range is short, they deal massive damage, and it looks like they explode on impact, which means that she can deal damage to multiple enemies if they're bunched up. Just look at this clip here where she is shredding through Gale and Sandy. They did not stand a chance. Each cannonball deals 1,000 damage, and that means with 1 ammo, she can deal 3,000 damage, which is just as much as a single attack from Bull. That is so much damage, but it can splash. Are you kidding me? That's up to 9,000 damage in one area if she unloads all 3 of her attacks. Just imagine Tara throwing her super and pulling 3 enemies into one spot, and Bonnie supering onto them and then unloading her attacks on them. That is pretty much guaranteed to be a team wipe. However, she's kind of squishy in her melee mode. Her melee form only has 4,500 HP, which is the same as Sprout, Jessie, and Grom, and it's not very much, okay? However, she does have a super fast movement speed on her feet, so dodging shots is going to be a little bit easier for her. Now, if Bonnie uses her super in her melee mode, after a brief pause, she will transform back into her cannon form and will heal some health. We didn't see exactly how much health it is. They said some health in Brawl Talk. Maybe it's all of her health. We'll find out in a future video. But one question that I have is what happens if she respawns, okay? If she's in her melee form and she dies, will she respawn back in her melee form or in her cannon form? My guess is that she'll respawn in whichever form she died in. We've got second gadgets for 3 brawlers. Now for Amber's gadget, she summons fireballs around her that deal 1,500 damage to nearby targets. I believe that the damage will happen to anyone that gets close to her for a period of time. Now Meg's gadget spawns a totem that appears to boost the stats of her and her teammates inside its range. Now the brawlers glow red in the video like Bull's Berserker and Daryl's rolling reload star powers, so I think it's going to boost teammates' reload speeds. And it is clear that the health of the totem does gradually decrease like Leon's and Bo's, so it probably won't be fully busted up on release, although it probably will. I don't know, we'll see. Then we have Jackie's gadget, which restores obstacles close to her in a small area around her, okay? We know that it restores walls and grass, but we can't be for sure about like fences or obstacles that you can break just by shooting them. And by fences, I mean the ones you can actually attack through, okay? There are a lot more details we don't know about these gadgets, and I'll be covering them in a future sneak peek video. The resistance gear is getting replaced with the vision gear. The vision gear will reveal opponents after dealing damage to them. So if you have this equipped and you hit Rosa hiding in a bush, then that Rosa's position will be revealed for the next couple of seconds. Based off of the stats it shows right here, it looks like they'll be revealed for 2 seconds at level 3, 1.5 seconds at level 2, and I'm guessing just 1 second at level 1, okay? Just like Bo's star power, I also imagine that the hidden enemies will be revealed to your teammates as well, and I'm pretty sure that this gear is going to be great at countering brawlers like Sandy and Leon who like to go invisible, okay? Now what happens to resistance gears, okay? My guess is that if you have resistance gears for any brawlers they will be replaced with vision gears, and any of your resistance tokens will be swapped with vision tokens, okay? However, my hope is that we will be refunded the scrap and tokens for any crafted resistance gears so that we can craft vision gears however we would like to. I'll let you guys know what happens in a future sneak peek. Every player in power matches will be able to ban a brawler. Both teams will ban at the same time, so each match will have between 3 and 6 brawlers banned, depending on which brawlers each team decided to ban, okay? This is going to make Club League and Power League way more diverse and way more exciting in my opinion. And honestly, I think this is just a great decision overall, okay? They'll also be working on a feature that allows us to suggest brawlers to teammates, which will hopefully come in a future update. We'll find out later on. Now let's cover the newest game coming to the game, Bot Drop. In Bot Drop, you have bots that drop onto the map. That's where the name of the game comes from. And once they are killed, they will drop bolts, okay? Now you win the game by collecting more bolts than the enemy team, and the match ends early if a team reaches 8 bolts and they're declared the winner. The tricky thing about this game mode is that the bot will chase after whoever attacked it last. So if you and the enemy is throwing off attacks at it, it'll go back and forth between the two of you, okay? Now the thing is about this is that these bots have lots of HP. In the Brawl Talk episode, we saw 2 bots spawn. One of them had 12,000 HP, which is a bit more than a maxed out Frank with his sponge star power. And in other words, it's like 2 of Nita's bears. And the second bot that was spawned had 24,000 HP, which is like 2 max Franks or 4 of Nita's bears. That is an insane amount of HP, which means that you'll have to choose very carefully between pulling the bot to your side so that you guys can kill it, or letting the enemy team pull the bot so that you can take advantage of them when they are low on ammo. And I think it's gonna be kind of tricky to decide exactly what you want to do because these bots will attack you back as well if you get close to them. Just look at this bot as it shreds through Surge's HP. In fact, the damage is very similar to Nita's bear, except like I said, these bots have 2 to 4 times more HP, and I'm really excited to see what kind of strategies come out in this game. One thing is for sure, brawlers with high damage and fast reload speeds are likely going to be pretty strong here. Quests are getting a big improvement that I have been hoping for so long. We can now reroll quests every week. You'll get 1 free reroll a week, and if you have the Brawl Pass, you will get 3 of them. And if you reroll a quest, you'll get another quest of equal value, but it won't have either of the conditions for your previous quest. In this example, the new quest won't feature cult or win requirements. And as you can see, it transforms into a get a certain amount of damage in bounty quest. This is a great quality of life improvement in my opinion, okay? Additionally, we're getting some mode specific quests that are being added to the game. 3 examples here are collect 15 power cubes in solo showdown, capture the zone for 10 seconds in hot zone, or carry 3 or more gems for 10 seconds or longer in gem grab. And there's probably a lot more types of quests that we haven't seen yet. Looks like we'll also get some quests with special rewards. Here we saw power points and gold quests, but they also mentioned pins as a possible reward, and they might even add quests in there for like a free skin eventually or something like that. We'll find out. Or maybe sprays, because sprays are coming into the game. Sprays will be used like pins, but they are painted on the ground, and it looks like they will stay on the ground until you decide to place a different one there. With that said, there's a chance that they'll expire after a certain period of time. I'll let you guys know in a future sneak peek. Now, some of these look like they're going to be kind of honestly like good ways for you to communicate to teammates, like this caution sign. And then there are others that might just be made to annoy the enemy team, like this salt one, okay? Also, it looks like you'll have 1 specific brawler spray for the brawler that you are actively playing, and then 4 player sprays that will be used for all of your brawlers, okay? Now, sprays will be unlocked on the Trophy Road, Brawl Pass, and of course the actual shop with gems. And like I said, we might even get some for completing special quests in the future. We're also getting new profile icons added to the shop, and it looks like each of them will cost 19 gems, although there is a chance that there will be more expensive and maybe even less expensive options in the future. Out of these 4, I personally think the Byron one is the coolest, but I'm curious what you guys think about them. Now it's that time of that video where I show you all of the skins coming to the game, and I guess how much they're going to cost based off of the 3 seconds we saw them for. Then I got a couple other things I want to show you in this update. First off is Valkyrie Janet. Oh my word, this skin is so cool. She flies around with wings. I love this one, okay? This is gonna be at the end of the Brawl Pass, and this skin is super awesome. At the first tier of the Brawl Pass, we have Biker Carl, and honestly, Biker Carl has a ton of really cool skins, and this isn't my favorite, but it is cool and it's worth having. I'm gonna guess that Monster Truck Meg is gonna cost 149 gems, because this skin is super cool. I mean, that monster truck is just awesome. Pyro Spike, I'm guessing will be 49 or 79 gems. Then we have Crash Test Daryl in Power League, so it's likely going to cost 25,000 star points, but will require you to get 60 wins beforehand. Daruma Mr. P will be coming for Golden Week, and I'm guessing will cost 79 gems. Then we have Tempest Terra, which will come at the end of the Lantern Brawl event, and I think this one's going to cost 149 gems because I just like this one. Next are the Worst Bunch skins, which are the official enemies of this Star Force. I'm going to guess that Overlord Byron will cost 149 gems. This skin looks super cool, as does Galaxy Storm Lola, which I also think will cost 149 gems. Then we have Empress Bonnie, who I'm guessing will cost 79 gems. And these 3 skins will have their own special challenge, a unique pin, and a profile picture according to Brawl Talk, which is pretty cool. We're also getting true gold and silver skins for Belle, Ash, Meg, Lola, and Stu, as they showed right here. And we're also getting a special new tile specifically for Brawl Ball. It is the bumper tile, and it looks like you can kick a ball off of it and it will bounce off super fast like in pinball, which honestly is really cool. And I'm already looking forward to see how people abuse it. Use this tile. Brawl Stars is adding a 2-week reward calendar for new players. And I really hope they do something like this for current players because this is awesome. In 2 weeks, new players will get a free skin for Shelly, unlock Penny or Daryl for free, and whichever one they choose, they will be able to upgrade it to Power 9 and unlock a gadget and star power for that brawler for free. Not to mention a free skin and 7 pins. Plus, at the end of it, they will unlock an epic brawler for free. Are you kidding me? This is an insane boost to any new player's progression. And my question is whether or not Supercell is going to do this for current players. I'm sure there are plenty of people watching this video who don't have a Power 9 Penny or a Power 9 Daryl, right? Gold is expensive and Penny's one of the worst brawlers in the game right now. So why would you upgrade her to level 9, right? There's also a good chance that some people watching this haven't unlocked Griff or Edgar. What if somebody downloads the game the day before the update? We don't know what will happen, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to answer that in a future sneak peek video. So smash that subscribe button, help me get to 1 million subscribers, please. And also don't forget the notification bell so that it will actually send you a notification. Otherwise it won't. You can check out my other channels or this Brawl Stars video right here. And for now, this is KairosTime ticking by. We will see you in Brawl Stars. Don't forget to use code Kairos in the Brawl Stars shop.